Hey guys, Travis with Iron Rock Off-Road. Today we got a new product launch. We have the Trail Tamer 2.0 Premium Steering Stabilizer. This has been something people have been asking for. We finally got her done. So this one's got anodized aluminum caps on it, zinc nickel coating, so this body will never rust. Got a 5/8 shaft, and it's got a 2.0 piston inside, so it's built to withstand those bigger tires. So we're gonna jump behind, we're gonna pull the old one off. We'll get this side by side so you can see a comparison on it. All right, so we got our old one out of here. This is one of our Tenneco heavy duty stabilizers. It's still a great stabilizer. This one's got a 1/2-inch shaft in it, smaller piston, but this thing's been in the jail a while. This one went to Moab. Not trying to talk down the Tenneco. It's still a great steering stabilizer, but if you have the opportunity to upgrade, why not? So just a side-by-side comparison. You can see the body is a little bigger. We have a bigger shaft, stronger bushings in it. So we're going to get our new one installed. We're going to have to orient this one a little bit different because of the size of the shock body. We got to clear a few things, but shouldn't be an issue. Make sure you put that bolt up for clearance issues. And this is our Iron Rock bracket that helps get this steering stabilizer mount up a little out of the way for that tie rod. So just to show you guys the little bit of gas charge, we're going to cut the band. You can watch it move. It's not going to shoot out. Some of the other ones on the market have a little bit too much of a gas charge, and we've heard from customers that it'll actually push their steering one way or the other. This one is such a light charge, it's not going to push you anywhere. So we're going to do that. We'll get this mounted on. We'll show you how we're going to mount it on so you know where to place your clamp. Is camera guy ready?
Yep.
It's moving, but very slowly.
Yeah, very slowly. Is it valve heavy enough?
Yep.
Is it moving?
Whew. It's got some pressure in it. So the one we took off, the Tenneco, the body was in the bracket over here with the clamp bracket had the shaft end. This one's a bigger body due to the piston, so we have to flip it. So these have to go on the tie rod side. The full body tie rod side. We're full lock to the driver's side right now and fully extended because the gas charge slowly pushed it out. Now we're going to tighten it down, and then we're going to make sure that we can go all the way passenger to lock before this bottoms out. So the passenger side does reach lock where we want it, and this bumper is designed to have squish to it. So as I come to the lock, you'll see it compress, but that piston is not bottoming out completely. It's just squishing the rubber. So perfect. Now the boss can go to Menards, go test this thing out. One thing I did forget to mention, every steering stabilizer is going to come with this complete sheet full of decals. JL purplish blue. We're going to throw this one on for the boss. If he wants to change it, he can change it. But throw them in your window, throw them on your stabilizer, throw them on your beer fridge. Whatever you want to do with them, they're yours.
All right, get it perfect.
Put a lot of decals on in my life. All right, so we're done with our install with the classic style steering stabilizer clamp, but this one gets wheeled pretty good. This is not a bad setup, but we're going to upgrade it. We're going to do Iron Rock steering stabilizer clamp. So she's going to sit just like that. The benefit here is it's actually going to mount directly over the tie rod instead of having to offset it back. So we'll still be able to crank it around where we want and have clearance, but we won't have to worry about the diff cover as much. When we're fully turned driver's side, this bolt gets extremely close, so in a bad situation it might hit. But we're going to get that swapped out real quick, so let's undo what we just did. Look at that gas charge doing its job. So these clamps are made right here in Shakopee, Minnesota. They're machined out of a single piece of steel tube. They get machined down, and then we send them off for zinc coating. So nice and beefy, made in the USA, and they look way better. All right, so we got the clamp on there loose. Get that mounted on there, and then we will cycle it again and make sure it gets stuff where we need it. So just like the first time, we are to full lock on the driver's side, so it allowed the gas charge to push it, so we're not fighting it. So we're full lock, we're gonna clamp it down, and then we'll cycle it the other way, make sure we're not bottoming out here. If we have quite a bit of a gap left on this side when we're cycled all the way, full lock passenger, we're gonna unbolt this, we're gonna shimmy it in just a hair, make sure we're not fully extending that when we're hitting lock. So it's nice, this one's actually up off the backside of the tie rod quite a bit compared to the other bracket, so that'll be nice. So we had to unbolt it. We had this snugged up so it wasn't going to move on us, but we're hitting the steering stabilizer housing, so I can't really get the clamp on there as tight as I want it. So found out where it was going, and now we'll snug it on there real good. You don't want to crank down one of these and then go to the others. You want to try and keep it as even as possible. So kind of like a tire, do a crisscross pattern. So now we're gonna fight the gas charge and cycle it the other way. And we're not fully squishing the rubber bushing, so perfect. Heck yeah, so there. Upgraded steering clamp. You can run the old style if you want, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just shinier, looks more hardcore, so. But no, best thing I like about this is it plants it right over the tie rod, so it gives you a little more movement if you're fighting like a heavy duty diff cover, over axle track bar, or, if you're running a drop pitman arm and you're getting really close to your drag link, it just gives you a little more movement with it. So now to get on to the next project. What should we do next, guys? What do you guys want to see? Drop a comment, let us know. We got a lot of stuff we can wrench on here, but we're kind of running out of ideas on certain things. So we're going to get Charlie going on his WJ project, I think. That'll be our next big one. So, but we're going to get back to the XJ also, so stay tuned to that. That one's getting closer. Hopefully we get that one out wheeling here in a couple months. So thanks for hanging out. Drop a comment, subscribe, check out the next video. Thanks, guys.